If I was famous, I would really want to see what they would do to me on South Park. I think Tom Cruise complained about how he was portrayed on it, but then again, he is a douche. Although I found Chubb's comments on the gay cruise interesting in his movie post.
Pretty much every actor you hate, I think, is underrated.
I am going to take that as a good thing, Chubbs, because Leo rots, and so does Tom, and both are way overrated in my non-humble opinion.
I wonder what you'd think of them if you knew nothing about their personal lives. I already know your response.
Do you, Chubbs? Do you really know? Because I am not 100% sure that you do know my response. For your information, I never liked Tom Cruise. I used to make the crack, as in wisecrack, that he wouldn't be in any movie, unless he got to have at least one scene in his tighty-whities, and one scene, where he totally flips out and overacts. His personal life is just the icing on the cake, that makes me feel like I knew he sucked before everyone else. If you weren't so in love with T. Cruise, and weren't always hogging your time traveling T-2000 for your own exploits, I would borrow him myself to make short shrift of Tom's career somehow. And Leo, personal life aside, the kid's a tool. No doubt.
No, that all sounds about right. You also don't sound judgmental in the least. I love that. Besides his personal life, he's a tool. What else is there? He's a tool in his professional life. The characters he plays are tools. Again, did he dump you in high school, or do you have to work with him on Shutter Island 2, The Revenge of Teddy Roosevelt's gang from New York, led by the late departed aviator who incepted himself into a Gornell gorge full of PBR nightmares? One more thing, T-2000's favorite movies are All the Right Moves, and the volleyball scene from Top Gun, so even I wanted him to snuff the former Mr. Mapother out, he would refuse.
Yes, the characters he plays are tools, all right, Chubbs? It's true. If only because his own personal toolishness shines through so brightly in everything that he does. Again, if Leo and I had ever dated, I would have been the one to dump his ass, after it took me less than 16 seconds to realize what a massive grape smuggler he is. I thought T-2000 was programmed to do whatever mission you sent him on. My bad, I guess I misunderstood who or what he is. If he can't destroy a freaking case of guns, then I will have to do it myself.
Don't you know? Leo and Marty are doing a biopic of old Teddy R with Dicaprio the Magnificent, playing that wonderful Prez who helped King and I save football. I can't wait to see Leonardo DiCaprio inhabit this role. I know you can't.
Hate it. Hate the concept, hate the names, hate the people, hate everything. All thumbs pointed in downward directions.
You have a lot of pent-up anger, don't you? Where does it come from? I know a great therapist. He wrote a little red book and lives in the early 1900s. If you can't make it for an appointment, I could have T-2000 sit with you. He only has a BS in psychology from the Scorpion Institute, but that should be enough. He actually told me that he's concerned that your unborn child might be born with hating good actor genes, due to his mother's pride and prejudice, which may be the result of some unresolved issues. I'll find you his card. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Sorry this is such short notice. Wonderful news. Prince and I are hosting the Oscars this year, and I have tapped you to present the honorary Oscar for Lifetime Achievement to guess who? Leo. Shakespeare shed a tear because he wishes he existed in his time, DiCaprio. I know he's really young and handsome, although he should shave his face, but he's already achieved more in his robust 35 years than most of us could ever achieve in 100 lifetimes, except me of course. So go to CVS with a fake prescription, Young gives me them all the time, for a vat of Xanax, and start taking 20 every other hour right now. Buy the new Marc Jacobs cocktail dress made exclusively out of DAC Theatre red carpet and John Hamm beard hair, and be outside your place at noon on Sunday so T can pick you up in the time machine. It travels long distances in the present in a split second too, but if we're late we can always go back in time too. I guess. When you present, you will be so hopped up on relaxation that you might evaporate right there on stage. but at least you will not be angry, and you probably won't even know if your brain fell out of your head or who Leo is when you hand him that little golden god. I just remembered. The Wong has to make a speech beforehand. Got it. I will just dump a Ziploc bag's worth of coke down your nose right before you go on. That should balance out the Xanax just long enough for you to wax on about how great the one and only Dicaprio is.
Where to begin? He is an innocent bystander in all of this, I am sure, but I think he can handle it. Listen, Chubbs, I don't like D-craps, that's the long and short of it. The kid's a buttbag. I don't think it makes me a commie to say so. I just think that Leo is really not that great at all. I am not sure where your love for him comes from. I have thought that perhaps defending him to me has made your love for Catch My Grapes stronger, or that maybe you have always had a Jones on for this kid and I helped you to realize it? Tom Cruise is an unstable, self-absorbed penile implant who wishes that he were half as awesome as he seems to have convinced you that he is. I still do not completely understand this T, being he has a BS in psych. I have my bachelor's in psych, and can tell you, I am not impressed with T's work. If he has made any efforts with you or Prince, wait, that's not fair to Prince. I would love to present Leo's award, and kudos to you, and Tevo on your Oscar hosting gig. I should warn you though, there is a chance that I might forget the Xanax and just go for the coke, in which case I will be more than revved up to tell this 35-year-old snot rocket what I really think about him. Cue the music if you wish, I ain't going anywhere. Go ahead and unslate me now if you want, I am coming anyways. Your concern for my unborn child being born with hate for Hollywood posers is touching, but I question how deep the concern goes, since you also suggest taking Xanax and a Ziploc bag full of coke, not to mention the stress that time travel can put on a body. I would blame you, and you alone, if I ended up being faced with a Benjamin Button type situation, but I don't think we should get me started on Brad Pitt.
If anger and fury equals stronger personality, then I guess you're right. But it seems as though I really push you to be better without you even realizing it.
Ha. Ha 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 ha, damn you.
You're welcome. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to go incept myself into a wine bar where Match.com cougars and double reality show members go to buy power tools and 100-year-old bottles of $12 Manhattan Merlot so they can forget that their lives are moving so fast to death's door, because they are utterly and completely alone in this world and probably won't be able to get a real human date in death either. I'll tell Leo you said hi.